Okay, guys, so first up in what this reading is about, you have the Ace of Wands, the High Priestess reverse, and the Three of Cups. And in your current energies regarding the situation, you have the Six of Cups and Strength. What's coming in for you in the near future, you have the Devil and the Queen of Cups. And your challenge regarding this is the Nine of Wands reverse and the Three of Pentacles reverse. And what's recommended for you is Strength reverse and the Knight of Swords. So I really think something... So basically, whatever the situation is, it involves other people as well, because we have the Three of Cups here, and it involves some kind of new activity or action, or something happened within the group. It could be family, co-workers, something within, I would say people that you are close to. You know, sometimes co-workers you could be close to as well. Sometimes you spend more time with them than you actually do with your own family. But somebody in your immediate group, I think there was some blocking or not listening to your intuition to a certain degree. And I think some new actions or something had happened. And I feel like it's kind of leaving you, I don't want to say it went south, but this is really kind of almost like you're depleted, you know? Sorry, the dog's making noise. I'm sorry about that. So, but let's get into it. Something with some other people. Something happened with these other people. And I think there was some kind of blocking intuition. There was kind of some, I don't want to say lying to yourself or something about something, or maybe overthinking an outcome or being too positive of an outcome or overhyping an outcome, and it really fell short. So currently, regarding this, you have the Six of Cups and the Strength card. So in your current energies, this is the Six of Cups is all about like nostalgia. It's about kind of revisiting things from the past. So I think like for whatever reason, I think I don't want to say you're reminiscing, but I kind of feel like you might be reminiscing or trying to, I wonder if some of you, this kind of, there was some funny business going on, and now you're kind of reminiscing on days of that has passed and trying to have the strength enough to stay persistent or consistent in this situation. Because that's what I'm kind of getting. I'm kind of getting like, and honestly, I can't tell if this is more of like a work thing or if it's just, I think it just has to do with those around you. Some people around you, something kind of came out of left field. Something happened, it came out of left field. I'm not saying it's disrupting the group or the feel of the group, but I definitely think there's some, it's tainted it to a certain degree. It may not be like something that you can't overcome, but I think there is, I don't want to say some drama, there is something a little bit, I don't even want to use the word unsettling, but I just feel like something's unsettled regarding the situation. And I think that you thinking about the way things used to be or trying to get back to the normalcy, because maybe whatever this action had, it wasn't really in the best interest, and now you could all be trying to make amends or try to get... And I don't even know if I feel like this was like a conflict. I wonder... Sorry, the dog. I just wonder if some of you, there was something that had happened. Maybe, I don't know. Something happened. Something happened, and now it's kind of leaving things a little bit more unsettled. But here, the Strength card, it's kind of almost like you're trying to gain your inner strength, and maybe by looking or reminiscing of things that have happened in the past, you're trying to remind yourself why you're still involved with these people or the situation and why you're still trying to push forward. So now what's coming in for you with the Devil and the Queen of Cups. So I think this is like a little bit too much fun. Some of you guys might be having a little too much fun. Let's call it for what it is. You might be a little bit too much fun over here. So I definitely think this is good fun. The Devil, he's a little too much fun. It could be fun. So maybe you guys are reminiscing and you're kind of like getting back in touch with each other or whatever. And the Queen of Cups, she's very like emotionally mature. So I wonder for some of you, if you're still trying to be the emotionally mature person in this situation. Because the Devil could be a little bit about anxiety. It could be about having a little bit too much fun. So you're going to know for your situation. But whatever was going on, whoever's intuition or their better judgment was just not really like with them that day, regarding this little friend group or whatever this is. I really feel like you guys, Tauruses, are the adults in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, I often get that vibe from you guys, even like when I meet Tauruses out there, you know, I know a few. You guys are always like the adults in the room. So I feel like you're adulting here as well. So I definitely feel like with this, and I wonder if somebody is having like, I don't want to say an addiction issue, because maybe somebody, this could be like almost like something that they were doing in the past that's not really good for them. That's kind of, you know, they tried to hold strong, you know, this could even be you, and now it could lead into some type of, you know, overindulgence in whatever that may be. But I wonder if in that situation, if you're kind of being this like Queen of Cups figure, this like emotional support, trying to help the person, you know, with the kindness of your heart. But now for your challenge regarding this situation, you have the 9 of Wands reversed with the 3 of Pentacles reversed. So now your challenge is definitely hanging in there, like kind of dealing with this and kind of having the cohesiveness with the other people or whoever else is involved in this. So definitely there's some type of challenge of kind of like feeling like you can still sustain, like you have more fight left in you, you know, because the 9 of Wands is a card about, you know, after the battle, he's tired, but he's still kind of standing. You might be feeling you almost like want to give up. You might have almost like fought this battle, you went through this situation, and you almost might be like deciding to just let it go and give up and move on. Because for whatever reason, whatever with this 3 of Pentacles, something is not quite cohesive amongst the group of people that I think this is involving, however that is for you. So there's something going on, and it could be for some of you, it could be somebody's dealing with an addiction problem and you're trying to help them through. And the addiction, like I said, it could be any kind of overindulgence of something or some kind of anxiety or fears or something that, you know, is a little bit too extra. So, but what's recommended for you, you have Strength reversed and the Knight of Swords. So this is interesting because Strength reversed, she almost is like, I don't want to say a little bit depleted herself, but I think this is saying that, I don't want to say like you have to give up. That's not what I'm saying. I think though, because you have strength here, I feel like for some of you, you are really holding in there and doing what you need just because maybe this is the way you've always done things. Maybe this 6 of Cups for you represents you've always been there for this person or this group of people. You've always did what you needed to do. And maybe you're in the future, you're trying to be that emotional, mature support for the person. And it's not really going well. And you might be kind of maybe deciding to even kind of walk away from the situation for a certain degree, or decide that it's not really your battle to fight any longer, that you could only do so much. You could lead the horse to the water. If the horse doesn't want to drink the water, what are you going to do, Tauruses? What are you guys going to do? So I kind of get that energy. It's almost like you're trying, you're doing what you can, but there's something is not quite. And I wonder with the Strength reverse, if it's almost saying to you this might not be really the battle that you are to fight. This might be somebody else's battle, and you can only do so much. And with the Knight of Swords, but I do think that this is saying that you need to stay focused on your convictions, and almost, you know, the things that are important to you. That's what I'm getting, because I really feel like there's some other energy involved in this that's not quite your energy, you know, a friend or something that is having something going on, and I think you're really, really there for them, like majorly. But I think whatever's going on, it's not, I don't want to say it's not going well. I just think it's a little bit more, it's tricky. I get like it's like a tricky situation here, but let's see what else we get for you guys. Okay, so let's see. We first up have Koi Fish Spirit. There's always enough, and it's number 36. And I wonder for some of you if you almost like feel like you don't have the strength or you're feeling depleted. Maybe you really have like enough to deal with this, or maybe this is saying that there's some kind of resource that could help you with this situation, because I don't necessarily feel like it's a situation where you need to cut this person out. I just think it's something that is a little bit, I don't want to say it's not, I just kind of get like a feeling like you're almost getting a little frustrated and you're trying, but I don't necessarily think that this is your battle to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that this might be on somebody else, and they might be either they bit off more than they can chew, and they're having problems and they're struggling right now. But I don't necessarily feel like this is your energy. I think it's something to do with somebody around you. So now we have Lapis Lazuli, make a decision, Turquoise, prioritize your health, and Hematite, ground yourself. And I kind of feel like there's something here, because what I'm getting here, I feel like you're depleted a little bit, and I feel like you almost like feel, what's recommended is that maybe you don't continue to fight this, but you move forward in a different direction or decide to do something different. Because I feel like this is almost like stale energy here, or it's coming to almost like, I don't want to say grinding halt, but it's going very slowly and it's very tricky. So I think there's some kind of decision that you need to make, maybe regarding this situation. Now, Turquoise, prioritize your health. And I feel like you guys are a little depleted and worn out, so definitely that's always a good thing. And Hematite, ground yourself. And I feel like if you're taking on somebody else's problems and their energy and everything, that's going to be, you're going to need to have to like ground yourself from that. Next up, we have the Butterfly, relationships evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth, girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enabled, boundaries. And I feel like some of you may be helping somebody who is kind of a little bit, I don't want to say they're using you, but maybe it's a kind of person that always have problems. They want other people to fix their problems, and they just like kind of never get off their ass and fix their problems themselves. It could be a situation like that. You're going to know for yourself, obviously. But I think that I don't necessarily feel that this relationship is ending. I just think that I think it's evolving. I think you are changing almost. You know, you are maybe making a little bit of a different game plan for yourself going forward. And maybe you'll be setting up some kind of boundaries, or it's just going to be evolving to a different phase, and hopefully it evolves to a better phase. Now you have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, and pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So I definitely feel like, I really feel like this pay attention, the red flag was going with the High Priestess in reverse, because I think some of you guys, like your intuition was probably screaming at you. It was like, it was raising its hand. It was the only one in class, you know, it was like, pick me, please. And you're like, no, 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 no. I don't see you over there waving at me. Waving all those red flags at me. So it could be something like that. And I think right now, if there is some red flags, especially with this devil energy coming in, I feel like you guys are very, almost like in a very solid, stable energy. So, but I feel like this is somebody else. This could be somebody you've had in your life for a long time. But I think that, like I said, I don't think this is necessarily a situation to just burn down and just get rid of. I think there could probably be some type of work to be done in this. And I definitely think you are making the effort. But I think you also have to make the effort for yourself to make sure that you're not getting sucked into stuff that's not necessarily yours, and that is not necessarily going to get fixed at all, you know? So, and I think this is saying with the romantic feelings that your feelings regarding this situation are valid, they're real. You just need to kind of figure out like maybe a little bit of a better game plan dealing with this, because I really don't think it's somebody you should just like completely cut out, but I think it's one of those tricky situations that either it's going to evolve into something much better for the both of you, or however many of you, or it's just going to kind of, you know, I don't want to say start to be the ending, but maybe it's just going to be what it is, and you're just going to know that that's like the boundaries when you deal with that person. That's, you know, there's a boundary there. So now you have the dark. Take a moment to sit under the star-speckled sky, listening to the crickets and breathing in the cool night air. And I think this is just saying that take some time to relax. You know, maybe if you feel like this has been in your face a lot, just have some time away from this. Manifestations. A bountiful time awaits you. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes. And I think this is just saying, like with the Knight of Swords over here, this is saying really focus on the things that you love, the things that bring you passion, the things that get you excited. So I definitely think that you need to kind of, because I really, like I said, I feel like this is not necessarily your energy. I feel like you're helping somebody. So I think that you need to maybe get back at it, because I think that it's almost like it's not going anywhere almost, you know? So I think you need to kind of make sure you're doing what you need to do for yourself as well. Of course, you got to be nice to other people to a degree, depending on the situation. But now we have sacral chakra. Letting go. Letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it is the first step towards success. And this is what I'm kind of feeling. I think that you have been making the effort. I think you have been doing your part in this. But sometimes you need to kind of almost like with the strength reverse being recommended, you might need to just take a step back, be like, you know, this isn't, I'm not saying that this isn't your issue, but, you know, it's maybe not your issue fully, and kind of start focusing on the things that really are your problems, or your interests or whatever. And then maybe this person is going to kind of catch up, because sometimes people, when you hold their hand, they like always expect you to be there holding their hand, solving their problems. The second you let go of that, they have to do it for themselves. And sometimes that's the only way they learn how to do it for themselves. And that's what I'm kind of getting here with this. Now you have a storm makes trees take deeper roots. And I feel like you're kind of, I don't want to say you're in the storm, but I think you're kind of getting deeper roots with this. I definitely think this is making deeper roots. And this could even be deeper roots in the friendship going forward. Like, I don't necessarily feel like this is a complete, like, cut him out type of thing. But I think it's like one of those challenging situations within this that you might not know exactly how it's going to end, but either it's going to be very actually evolutionary to a certain degree for the friendship or whatever ship this is or whatever this represents. But I think it also could be very good for you as well in a weird way. Now you have, and you will champion your truth like a mofo, and the rest on the wait. Oh, let me read this again. And you will champion your truth like a mofo and rest on the seventh day. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. I definitely think this is actually words of wisdom right here. So I definitely think that, because you have ground yourself and prioritize your health. So I think some of you definitely, and even with the pay attention to the red flags, I wonder if some of you are going to start finding some stuff out or whatever. And, you might get a little annoyed. You probably already are a little annoyed. So, because I think that some of you with this situation, whatever this is, you know your intuition was right, and then you're like, why the hell didn't I listen? And now look what's going on. But you know, it happens sometimes. Now for your affirmation card, you have, today I am brave. Today I will step up to every challenge with courage, and that is excellent. Let's see what Bob Ross has to say for you today. You know me, I think there ought to be a big old tree right about there, and let's give him a friend. Everybody needs a friend. And I feel like you are the friend to this situation or this person, whatever's going on. I think you are the friend, but I think you need a friend now. I feel like this is something, and like you need the friend. So maybe there's a different friend that you can kind of hang out with or reach out to. Maybe one that doesn't have so much stuff going on. Okay, let's see what your stress relief and self-care card is. Heart opener, objective, enhancing your sense of love and compassion. Relax your mind and body. Breathe through your heart. Imagine as you inhale that your heart is opening up like a flower opens up to the sun. Place your palms on your heart. Feel your heart beating. Surround yourself with the energy of love, a beautiful shade of pink, and notice how that makes you feel. Keep opening up the energy as wide as you can. Send out a breath of love and compassion to everyone you are connected with. And I think this is definitely going with this Queen of Cups energy here, because this is her. This is like so her and what she is. So I definitely think you need to keep your heart open, but you definitely need to take some you time and make sure that you are grounding yourself, you know, help this person or this situation out, but like don't get carried away to the point where it's like now affecting your health and your sanity in a sense, because I feel like there's a lot of funny business going on over here. I think there's like a lot going on, and I definitely think you are trying to be this helpful person, and I think that's beautiful. But sometimes, you know, you got to let those ducks swim on their own. You know, sometimes, you know, you could be the mommy duck, but there's a time that you just got to watch them swim. Okay, now for your food fortune, we have, or the spirit of the dish, I should say, that shall be with you during the situation. You have the spirit of the steeped one, which is the spirit of the tea. Okay, for the dinner and a movie that's recommended for you at this time, you have American food and horror movies. This is definitely my kind of night. For the energies that you either need to tap into or be aware of, and it's very interesting because you got Virgo here, and this is all about kind of like attention to detail, being very organized, very analytical. I see them as very, they're very good with communication and thought processes and everything, but I see them as very detail orientated, decluttering, just keeping everything organized, even in your mind. So that could be probably important for you, is to, if you're dealing with a little bit of a stressful situation, maybe if you kind of try to keep at least your thoughts a little organized or certain things organized in your life, it might help you with this a little bit. And you also have Scorpio, and this is all about kind of like transformation and major changes, but I also see them as a sign that really will reflect and explore kind of like the darker aspects of themselves, like kind of the things that they like, the things that they don't like. So I wonder if some of you, it's recommended to at least like explore how this is really making you feel, because where did you get this? Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. I wonder if some of you, the frustrations, the happiness, what this person or situation means to you, all those kind of emotions, it might help you be a little bit more analytical as to knowing that what decision to make next regarding that, if you kind of get into the nitty gritty of everything, the good, bad, and the ugly, So we also have here, we have Saturn, and this is all about restrictions, responsibilities, and life lessons. So some of you might be feeling like restricted. You might be feeling responsible for this person. There might be life lessons here. And we also have Neptune, and this is about vision, creativity, and illusion. So I think that there could be a little bit of this illusion or this little dreamy state that could be happening. And I feel like that could be really coming with this nostalgia with the Six of Cups. This Six of Cups is really set back like people you've known for a long time, or things that you remember, or you always wanted to do, that kind of like reminiscing. Sometimes people come back and you kind of reminiscing with them. So I feel like there was something that you have like a long-standing connection with this situation. And sometimes we place illusions upon that. We always think about how it will be one day, whereas it's not necessarily the reality of the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, me and this friend, I know we'll be in the nursing home together, running amok, but it may not be the reality. Like, this friend might not actually be good for you. So now you have, for the houses, you have the first house, appearance, ego, interest, and the self, and then you have the fourth house, which represents the home, intuition, parenting, and children. And for the special guests, they'll be answering your questions today, Taurus. We have number 3, and that means an odd number, and that means like the magic 8 ball will be out here shortly. Think of those questions, and we're going to ask him. He's going to let you know. He's going to let you guys know. Okay, so we have S, K, C, N, G, T, L, 182. Oh, and you have the starfish. Now, I kind of feel like this is saying that no matter how you're kind of shuffled around in this situation, you have the same capabilities no matter how you're placed. Like, I know that doesn't make any sense. It makes sense to me, though. But I think everything that you've learned regarding this situation, or even past situations, because I really feel like you're coming in with this some kind of knowledge here, some kind of knowing how to deal with this type of situation or this type of person or whatever's going on. I feel like you really have gained a lot of wisdom that you're trying to share and help. And I think, like, no matter what happens, you are going to actually be, no matter what happens with them, I think you are going to be, I don't want to say okay, but I think you're going to be able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that makes any sense, because all these appendages are the same. So no matter how he's placed, he's the same. Like, he can handle something because he has all these extra legs and arms or whatever. So I just feel like no matter how their outcome or their choices or what's going on with that, like, you are going to be equipped to deal with it and handle it successfully. Okay. Now we have wealth, and I feel like, you know what, guys, I really feel like this wealth, I don't necessarily think it's so much financial. I think it's more like wealth of knowledge, or wealth of like caring. I just feel like it's more of like a wealth in a sense of kind of your your heart, you know, or something that you're trying to, you have a wealth of like understanding. That's what I'm getting. I don't necessarily think it's financial. I think it could be financial for some of you. You know, you take it how it works. But I just really feel like you're very wealthy in maybe the patience that you give or the capabilities to kind of deal with this. I think you're very, very wealthy. And that's probably why you got the starfish spirit. Because in a way, he's wealthy too. He has all these extra legs, you know? So that's what I'm kind of getting with that. Anyway, now it is time. Here he is. Think of those questions we're going to ask right now. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world. What is the answer to Taurus's question? It says, cannot predict now. And I honestly, if this question is really regarding this situation, and if it is something to do with somebody else, I think it's going to be really their decisions and how their decisions go forward. Is what, you know, if that's regarding this kind of stuff or whatever, you know. But yeah, at the end of the day, the 8-ball has spoken. I hope you all have a wonderful weekday, year, or no, let me redo that. Because I screwed it up. I screwed it up, guys. It doesn't even matter. Does it even matter? I like to make it in order, but whatever. Anyway, here we go again. Let me send this off correctly. I hope you all have a wonderful day, week, year, month, lifetime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.